What's up, man? Any word on why XRP's pumping? I could swear I made a video this morning and it was like 63 cents. I can't find any solid news, but I'm happy about it. Also, Cardano pumping a little bit. Man, XRP wants to be back at $1. That's what I always say. These altcoins never pump at the same time. They always kind of go one by one. What else is pumping? Oh, Theta. Theta's pumping too. Shit, man. Things are getting heated. Fuck. Of course, Sheeb's not pumping. Sheeb's like the one coin I bought in the last 3 days. And that's like the one thing not pumping.
Talked about proposing a 10% tariff, if you will. Yeah. And I wanted to ask you about that because the Center-Right American Action Forum, which is a think tank, said that they thought the plan would, quote, distort global trade, discourage economic activity, and have broad negative consequences for the U.S. economy.
Well, they're wrong. It would distort international trade. It would bring it back to the United States. We have companies. If you look at India, you look at China, you look at so many different countries, they're smart, much smarter than our country. We were getting ready to do this, and I had it just about set.
But you don't think it would result in higher prices for American families? By some estimates, it could be the equivalent of $2,000 a family, according to economists.
No, I think I think taxes could be cut. I think other things could happen to more than adjust that, but I'm a big believer in tariffs for two reasons. Number one, I fully believe in them economically when you're being taken advantage of by other countries. For instance, China was taking advantage of us on the steel. They were destroying our entire steel industry, which was never doing very well over the last 25 years anyway, but, you know, because it's been eaten alive by foreign competition. And they were dumping steel. I put a 50% tax on China steel coming in, and every person in the steel industry, when they see me, they started crying. They would hug me. They would kiss me. Sir, you saved our industry. I put a very strong 50% tariff on dumping steel, on their dump steel. And by the way, nothing was perfect. Frankly, the tariff should have been higher. I was getting ready to do that, by the way.
Mr.
But the tariff should have been higher. But
are you concerned at all that there would be retaliation?
This saved the whole industry. But one thing, let me just tell you, beyond the economics, it gives you power in dealing with other countries. Because China would come in and say, no more tax, no more tax. They were absolutely fine for me to deal with because they were so petrified of me putting on additional tariffs. And we don't use that. China is right now our boss.
Why is Litecoin?
They are the boss of the United States, almost like we're a subsidiary of China.
Is
and
there
that's
no
because
concern,
the Biden administration has been so weak.
Mr. President, is there no concern that China could impose retaliatory tariffs or retaliatory actions that would make doing business in China difficult for American companies, which are dependent on China for growth?
That's okay. Yeah, sure.
It's
they
okay?
might do that, but you know what?
So
They
tell
didn't do it with
Starbucks, tell
me.
McDonald's that it's going to be all of a sudden maybe more difficult to do
Sure,
business
but
there.
they didn't do it with me. You know, we went through years and they didn't do it with me. And they never pulled that trigger. That's a big trigger for them to pull. But even if they do, let American companies come back to America. Look, if you want to sell a car in China, you can't. Okay, you have to put you pay a massive tax or a massive tariff. If we make our cars, we can't sell in China. They charge tremendous tariffs. Well, they're very smart. They're saying, come over to this country. Look at Apple. I've had a great relationship with Apple and with Tim and everybody over there. It was fine. But I said, you got to build your plants here. They built a big plant in Texas. I was working on that very, very hard with various companies that they build in China, because if they build in China, they have no tax. So they'd make it in China. I said, we want you to make it here. They were coming back. They did. They came back with a very big plant here. I said, I'm not doing this unless you, and the whole topic of tariffs to me is so simple. Number one, it's great economically for us, and it brings our companies back. Because if you charge tariffs to China, they're going to build their car plants here, and they're going to employ our people. They're right now building big plants because of Biden. They're building big plants in Mexico. So they build a big China plant in Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not just XRP pumping, which, I mean, this kind of caught me off guard. So, I mean, I wasn't expecting XRP to pump today. Litecoin was pumping. Litecoin was $93, $94 when I did my video this morning, which was like an hour ago. And I pretty much said it's going to be over 100. But it's pumping hard. I guess it's just catching up with Bitcoin. 104. So essentially, Litecoin and XRP are like the top gainers right now in the top 50, which is incredible. So it's probably just time to pump. I mean, XRP and Litecoin have been held down for the last couple months. They haven't done much. And I think they're just catching up now with Bitcoin. Same with XRP. There's no, I couldn't find any XRP news. I mean, there might be something. There might be whales buying, or maybe they got some partnership. I don't know. But I think right now we're just seeing Bitcoin pump hard, leveling out. And now a lot of these altcoins are catching up one by one. Like BNB. Dogecoin kind of already had its pump. So that's why you're seeing like Doge and Sheeb kind of just chilling, because they've already been pumping for the last week. Same with like Matic and Arbitrum and whatever the hell else. So you're probably going to see the coins that have been kind of lagging, pumping. And of course you got the AI narrative. So coins like Theta. I mean, Theta's been on a roll. I actually think Theta might be above $4 by tomorrow, which is absolutely insane when you think about it. I think Theta might be $20 by the summer at this point, the way it's been pumping. But because I have a lot, like I bought a lot of XRP back after before the SEC news. I bought a bunch at like 35 cents, 37 cents. And I'm not a big fan of XRP. I'm not a fan of Ripple. I actually think Ripple probably is a security. I don't even know how they beat that lawsuit. But I know they're going to pump hard. Because, I mean, they're not a security. I mean, when they've pretty much been stamped not a security. So they're going to have a nice bull run for sure. Maybe definitely over $3. It had an all-time high of $4. So we're definitely going to get there. Even if XRP just goes back to all-time high, I made a lot of money. And then Litecoin as well. Litecoin will get the $500-600 for sure, especially now that it's pumping. So many people have been shitting on Litecoin lately. But there's not really much to even say about Litecoin. You just got to hold it. There's not going to be like any big news on Litecoin, you know. But yeah, we're just seeing coins that have not pumped yet catching up. So since these other coins are pumping now, I'm kind of thinking that Bitcoin might kind of level out here. Like 72 might be it for a while. Maybe we'll like be between 70 and 72 for like the next week as these other coins catch up. Even Solana's kind of just chilling. It's already pumped so much. I tell you guys, I'd love to see XRP and Cardano get to $1. Like that's like mission accomplished right there. Because once they hit $1, the pump is just like it's gonna pump so much harder after that. Things are just so bullish right now. It's just crazy. I've never seen it like this before the halving. Fuck, I should have just bought more Litecoin a couple days ago. Even Litecoin was starting to scare me away. I was like, is it really going to do anything? I mean, I know it would in the back of my mind, but I was definitely getting annoyed with Litecoin, but now I'm happy again. And Litecoin was $63 or something like that 2 weeks ago. This is an amazing pump on Litecoin and XRP. XRP could go a lot more today. There's got to be some news for XRP. There's always some weird pumpamentals with XRP. But I couldn't find anything. But yeah, all of our coins are doing very well. I mean, really, everything we've been talking about on this channel is doing extremely well. I think VeChain's going to get a pump pretty soon too. It had that pump a couple days ago, from 2.5 cents to 5 cents. I think we're going to go from 5 cents to 8 cents very, very soon. Like maybe even by this weekend, we'll be at an 8-cent VeChain. And like I said, Theta $4. I mean, I could sell most of my Theta at $4 and buy another house if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So Theta's been doing great. Wow, the high for BNB's all-time high was 691. I thought the BNB all-time high was like 1,000. So essentially, a lot of these altcoins are like, they're almost back at their all-time highs, which is weird. BNB is almost back at its all-time high, $100 away from its all-time high. Wait a sec. Oh, Ethereum's all-time high was 4,800? I thought it was even higher than that. Wow. Well, if Ethereum is almost back at all-time high too. So if Ethereum gets back to all-time high, we could see a $10,000 Ethereum at the top of the market. I was thinking like a $6,000, but I don't know. It could definitely double from here. XRP still has a long way to go to get to $4. Same with Cardano. But it'll get there. And Litecoin has another 4x to go to get to all-time high, which I'm actually more bullish on Litecoin than some of these other coins. Because like with BNB, you can get bad news from BNB, like something with Binance, they get sued or something like that. There's a lot of risk there. I definitely think from here on, Litecoin is going to do better than Solana. There's no way Solana's doing like another 10x or anything like that. I don't think it is. It could, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I could just like stare at these charts all day now. With this whole XRP pump getting me interested. And I'm actually more excited about the Litecoin pump though. Because Litecoin could go up to $125 today. I mean, that would be insane. Oh, I love crypto and alt season. All right, well, let me see. What are some price targets here? I think by this time next week, we could have a $700 BNB. I have no idea for Solana. Maybe like 170. I think XRP is definitely going to be over $1 by next week at the way it's pumping right now. Unless we get like a major rejection, but I think this little pump in XRP is going to like make news. It's going to make headlines, right? So tonight, tomorrow, there's going to be XRP headlines. Oh, XRP pumped 20%, blah, blah, blah. And I think that's only going to get more retail money into XRP. So 90 cents to $1, maybe in the next week or two, I'm looking at for XRP as we go into alt season. Cardano over $1, I think, in the next week or two. It's got to happen. Right now, people are just waiting for Cardano to break that 80 cent mark, which it cannot do. But it could happen today. Dogecoin's already pumped a lot, but I think 25 cents for Dogecoin's possible. Sheeb, who knows? Could definitely go up another 20, 30% by next week. Now, if you look at Link, I told you guys, Link likes to pump a lot in the bear market, but it doesn't do a lot in the bull market. Link did the same thing last bull market. Everybody was on the Link in the bear market. I was in the Link in the bear market. That's all anybody was talking about because Link did what Solana did. It started the bull market, and then Link did nothing in the bull market, like nothing. Everybody took all their money out of all the coins that didn't pump. They put in the Link because it was doing so well in the bear market, and then it didn't do anything. So I'm not that optimistic on Link. It might get back up to its all-time high of $52, but I don't think it's going to happen for a while. I wouldn't be in Link. I don't think there's much ROI to be in it. I'd rather be in Litecoin right now. But anyway, who knows? You can get good news on Link. Anything can happen. Matic's definitely going back to $3 pretty soon. I think like a $2 Matic in the next month is definitely in the cards by the end of this month. Arbitrum had an all-time high of $12. Arbitrum's still got a ways to go to get back to all-time high. So, see, what you should be looking at right now are coins that have like a ways to go to get to their all-time high, and coins that are still like hyped and still talked about on forums. Arbitron's still talked about. So even from here, you got 2, 4, 6, 8. You got a 5x, even if you get in right now at Arbitron just to get back to all-time high. Not a bad play. Same with Litecoin. Of course, this morning would have been better when it was $90, but you still got a 4x on Litecoin to get back to all-time high, and it's definitely going above $413. It's going to Litecoin's going to $600 to $800 at the tip of this bull market. There's no question about it in my mind. And since Litecoin likes to follow Bitcoin, if Bitcoin does something crazy and goes to like 200,000, Litecoin could go to $1,000. And $1,000 Litecoin is what Charlie Lee's been talking about for years. So whenever you see people shitting on Litecoin and you see the price isn't doing anything, that's the time to buy it. Uniswap's already pumped a lot, but still, Uniswap to get back to $45 is only $14 right now. So all these altcoins still have room to go. So if you're just getting into the market right now, there are altcoins that you missed out on that I wouldn't be playing with because they're so close to their all-time highs. Like Ethereum, I wouldn't be buying Ethereum. Whatever ones I just talked about, but a lot of these altcoins still have another 4 to 10x to get to their all-time highs. Filecoin, what the hell? Filecoin's all-time high was $237. And they're only at $11. I don't know anything about Filecoin, but I know people still talk about it. What do you got, like a 20x to get back? That's a lot. I don't know. I have no idea, but there's a lot more room to go for Filecoin. Ethereum Classic, everybody shits on Ethereum Classic, but it's going to get right back to all-time highs. Right now it's $38, all-time high $168. And of course, Ethereum Classic just kind of follows Ethereum. Yeah, so most of these coins still have another 4 to 8x to get back to all-time highs. Here's one right here, Render Token. All-time high, $12. And it's 11.46 right now. I wouldn't be touching that with a 10-foot pole. I know there's a lot of hype around it right now. You missed it. You missed it. It sucks, though. We're in that point in the run where there are coins that you kind of missed it. Injective Protocol is essentially at all-time high. I don't know. I mean, it's going to go higher, but maybe you got to do another 2, 3, 4x in Injective, but I don't think you get much more than that. VeChain is something I would definitely still be buying right now. All-time high of 27 cents. 5 cents right now. Probably going to get a 50-cent VeChain at the height of this bull market. I wouldn't be fucking with Pepe. That's already pumped too much. Theta. As much as Theta's already pumped, all-time high, almost $16. So you still got another 4 or 5x in Theta to get back to all-time high from where it is right now, but we're probably going to get a $25 to $30 Theta. So you still got time. You still got time. But the thing is, like, there's so many people who are just, it makes me sad to think about the people who are just completely missing out on this bull market. And it's the people who listen to Gareth Soloway. I talked about it earlier in my video I made today. Gareth Soloway. Another charlatan selling people a course, just like they all are. Guy's an idiot. He knows nothing about crypto. You know, maybe he's an expert in trading stocks, but he knows nothing about crypto. It's like taking a plumber who's an expert in plumbing, and now all of a sudden he has delusions of grandeur, and he thinks he's an expert electrician as well. Then he goes into your house and gets electrocuted and burns down your house. That's what Gareth Soloway has done to the crypto market. And for whatever reason, people loved him in the bear market. I loved him too. I thought he was interesting. But you have to understand, everybody who listened to Gareth Soloway, for one, if you made a little bit of money on a trade, you paid 50% in taxes. Wow. And you missed the bull run. It's like you completely missed it. I mean, I guess there's still time to get in these alts. You didn't miss it, but you missed a lot of it. You're missing a lot of it here. All right. Man, I just want to see Cardano back at over 80 cents. That'll make me really happy, which we could get to. Looks like XRP is kind of chilling out now after this little pump, 72. But we were at 63. I could swear, maybe I'm mistaken, but I could swear XRP was 63 cents this morning when I made my video. I get confused. I always mix up XRP price with Cardano because they're so similar. I don't think XRP was pumping this morning, though. So what I want to see is, I think the healthiest thing, like I said, Bitcoin just hangs out between 70 and 72,000. Even a little pullback will be good. And then all that money, which there's a lot of money that flowed into Bitcoin over the weekend and over the last couple weeks. I want to see all that money just start flowing into alts. And that's probably why you're seeing XRP pump right now. All that money, you see Bitcoin leveling out, went to 72.5, whatever, and now it's leveling out. And all that money is starting to flow into some of these altcoins that have not pumped yet. But we want to see more. We want to see a lot more money coming out of Bitcoin going into these alts to start the alt season. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Cardano go to $1 in 24 hours once that happens. So this is like the start of alt season, but it really hasn't started yet. Because when alt season actually starts, I mean, it has started, but like the meat of it hasn't started yet. Like your eyes are going to be like bugging out of your head. You're not even going to believe it, what's going on right now. When we go into alt season, it's going to be euphoric. But we are getting there. Like the Bitcoin price is euphoric right now. You got to be a lunatic to be buying Bitcoin right now. But there are people buying it. Think of all the people buying Bitcoin right now. We got to get those same idiots to buy altcoins right now, which will happen. Also, the beauty of this Bitcoin pump, now that's all over CNBC, you got Trump talking about Bitcoin on CNBC, that's just going to get more retail money into these altcoins. So everything that's happening right now, it's like the perfect storm. It's like, wow, how is everything like lining up this perfectly? You know? Like the crypto gods have like come in and lined everything up perfectly. But this little XRP pump, you know, there's been a lot of shitting on XRP over the last couple of weeks. Oh, it's not doing anything, blah, 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 blah. This little XRP pump, even if XRP goes back down to 63 cents after this pump, I think it's still going to like give people confidence. Like, wow, okay, XRP can pump, you know, when it has to. And Cardano almost up to 76 cents. Hey, Mike, XRP is pulling XLM with it. Let's see. Where's XLM? XLM is a coin I haven't even said out loud since maybe like 5 years ago. I know it does pump with Ripple. Wow, is XLM this far down the list? Is XLM even on the top 50 anymore? It's got to be in the top 50, right? What? I don't even think No way. Man, XLM used to be like number 8. What? It's got to be around here somewhere. I must have missed it. No way. I got to look this up here. Where's XLM? XLM. Well, it is up. But where does it tell me the number it is? XLM. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I remember about XLM, it always pumps with Ripple because they're essentially the same thing. If you remember, like it was Brad Garlinghouse and that other guy, they were in cahoots together and they were in XLM, and then Brad Garlinghouse left the group and like started Ripple or something like that. I forget the other guy's name. They're both rich as fuck though. Where does it tell me the number? I'm gonna have to find. You actually go down the list and find. Oh, it's number 30. Okay, it is number 30. How did I miss that? Oh yeah, it's number 30. Okay, well that's respectable. Up 11, almost 12% today. But the thing is, if you're gonna buy XLM, you might as well just buy Ripple. You might as well just buy XRP because even today you're seeing XRP up XRP up 17, XLM up 11. And they're really both the same shit. And they are shit. They are both shit. I don't like Ripple. I just know it's going to pump. XRP is the one coin that I own that I don't like. I rarely buy coins I don't like. All the other coins I own, I like. I like the projects. I like the people behind them. I just can't think of any other coin that I just don't like. And XRP is just that coin. I don't like it. I think XRP was a security. I'm glad they beat it and all that. But Brad Garlinghouse is always dumping XRP on the market. That's how they make all their money. I don't know, just sleazy. It's a bankster coin. But I know it's going to pump hard this bull market. And that's why I put, a couple $1,000s into it at like 35 cents. So, I mean, at least a $5 to $8 XRP by the end of the summer. Maybe even more. Maybe even at $10. I don't know. It depends. There's so many bag holders and there's so many YouTube pumpers behind XRP. Like, it could pump even more. Once it gets that momentum, it can just keep going. And that's another reason I like it. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't like XRP because there's so many people shilling it. Well, that's why I do like XRP. I like when people shill it. Because the shilling of XRP is what gets all the dumb retail money. Some jackass watching a YouTube video about unicorns and ponies all of a sudden sees an XRP YouTuber. He just kind of stumbles upon him because, there's so many of them. And then they start buying XRP. So, the more people shilling XRP, the better, in my book. I'm not going to shill it. I'm honest. I don't like it. But it's going to pump hard. And Shiba, of course, Shiba is doing absolutely nothing since I bought it 2 days ago. But it will do something, but it's just funny. Oh, Litecoin 105. I'm just this Litecoin is really the one stealing the show right now. Who would have thought Litecoin stealing the show? Litecoin is essentially doubled from where it was just 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, you know, all you people shitting on Litecoin, you can't do it. I told you it would pump hard. XCN. What number is that on the list? I've never even heard of XCN. XCN. Oxneycoin? I've never even heard of this thing. So it was just created in April of last year? Is that what this is saying here? Oh, it's on Coinbase. I'm surprised it's on Coinbase. Oh, this is a 12-month. Let me see. Okay, they've been around since like 2022. Wow, during that bull market, it went crazy. Yeah, I don't know much about this coin, but if it's on Coinbase, I mean, what's the all-time high? Where is that? Oh, the all-time high, 0.20. Oh yeah, it's definitely got some room to go to get to the all-time high. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I mean, at this point, anything that's not complete garbage will probably pump, and it's on Coinbase. I've never heard of it, but that doesn't mean anything. Most of these coins right now that aren't complete shit are probably going to get back to their all-time highs. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. You could this is the time in the market where everybody and their mother thinks they're a genius because they buy like a random coin and then it pumps does like a 10x. All these coins right here on the top 50 are going back to their all-time highs. There's not one coin here on the top 50 that won't go back to its all-time high. Probably even the top 100. I mean, a lot of these coins are getting close to their all-time high. So you could pretty much just throw a dart right now at the board. I mean, if you were to put $10,000 in the market right now, just pick one of these coins, you're probably going to come out with a 10x by the time it's all over. Except for Solana. Only because Solana already pumps so hard. I don't think Solana is going to get to like $1,000 or $500 like everybody says. It might, and I hope it does. I don't have any problem with people making money on Solana, but I just feel like it's already pumped so much. If I had a lot of money in Solana, I've already taken it out and either cashed out completely or put it into something else. If I was a true believer in Solana, maybe I'd keep a little bit in there just because, for good luck's sake. But it's already halfway to, $100 more. Solana's back to all-time highs. So I think we'll get there. I think we'll get the 259 on Solana, but probably a lot of people taking profits after that. I could be wrong though. I've been wrong every step of the way about Solana so far. So, just food for thought. Everything I've said about Solana over the last year has been wrong, except I stand by it's a scam. But I mean, as far as price action, everything I've said has been wrong about it. Solana, $700 new all-time high. I mean, I wouldn't bet against it. I'll be honest. I mean, I wouldn't bet against it. It depends. The way Bitcoin's pumping right now, if we get to like $150,000, $200,000 Bitcoin, yeah, I could see that happening. But you have to remember, if Solana gets up to $700 from here, what is that? 2, 4, 6. That's like what, a 5, 6x, 6x? XRP could do a 15, 20x from here. Cardano can do a 10, 15, 20x from here. Dogecoin can do a 10, 15x from here. Like all these other coins have a lot more room to go. Theta. I mean, I don't even know where Theta is going to end up here. Like, This time last year, I said $15 to $25 for Theta. Now it could be even higher. Now it could be a $50 Theta, the way things are pumping. I don't know. But I don't think Solana is going to do a Theta. I think Theta is going to outperform Solana in droves. This is just craziness. Anyway, I'm really excited. Now Litecoin's up to 105. I bet none of you guys who watch my videos have much Litecoin, but Litecoin is just, I like it because you can buy it and forget about it. Oh, man. Maybe there's some news with Litecoin. I couldn't find anything, though. Maybe there was like another payment processor that, decided to add Litecoin. Cardano should do well. No Ponzi scheme. Plus, pretty much everything has launched or is launching in a few months. Yeah, I mean, Cardano is definitely going to do well. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano is not over $1 in the next couple of days or a week. So the thing with Cardano is I encourage people to go back to the last bull market, and Cardano is doing exactly what it did last time. Bitcoin pumped hard. A lot of altcoins lagged. Then some other altcoins started to pump hard, like Solana. Cardano still wasn't doing anything. People gave up on Cardano, and then it went crazy. Now, at least this time, Cardano is actually doing something. I mean, Cardano is pumping with the market. You can't deny that. But a $5 to $10 Cardano, I think, is a reasonable expectation for Cardano. Possibly more, but I'll probably be fully out by the time we get to a $5 Cardano. Only because I got in so low. And I still have some leftover Cardano that I got at like 2 cents from the previous market that I didn't sell. So, but if you're buying Cardano right now, yeah, you should be able to get like maybe like a 7 to 10x if we go up to $10. If we go up to $7, even $5, you're getting yourself like a 7 or 8x. So there's definitely a lot more room to go with Cardano. But this alt season, yeah, it has started. But man, once these coins start pumping, like we're going to see Cardano go up like 30% in a day once we get into like full-fledged alt season. Exactly what happened last time. Everything is going exactly. I'm just hoping there's not like some world event that happens, like, oh, Russia decided to do a tactical nuke, or like something crazy with like the housing market does a full-on collapse, or stocks are at all-time highs. Like stocks collapse, although I don't think that's going to happen because that would kill Democrats' re-election bid. So I don't think they're going to let that happen. So that's why everything is kind of like working out perfectly. But I think the next bear market we go in, if you look into this next bear market, which could happen by the end of the summer or at least after the elections, if we have a housing collapse, a stock market collapse, and a Bitcoin collapse, woo, we could see Bitcoin go back down to like $5,000 if that happens. So yeah, we definitely got to make sure we get out of these markets. And most people will not get out of these markets on time, and most people are going to lose their shit, just like last time. And just like all my friends, who this time I think my friends are going to listen to me this time. Theta 362, man. Theta just wants to get the $4 now. Woo, I love you, Theta. It's a shame Theta isn't on Coinbase. If Theta was on Coinbase, if we got a Theta Coinbase listing right now, we'd see a $10 Theta next week. No question about it. Right. Cardano $6. Yeah, I think so. Well, $6 would be double the previous all-time high. Which, remember, the higher cap these coins get. Remember, Cardano went from 1 penny to $3. All right, that'll never happen again. That's because Cardano was a low cap coin. So now you'd be lucky to get like a $5 or $6 Cardano, which is still great from the lows if you're buying at 25 cents, but you're not going to get that, 1,000x, 2,000x gain. And when I first got into crypto, I made that mistake. I bought Litecoin at $250 with like an idiot. I'll never forget it. Buying Litecoin at $250, and I'm thinking to myself like, oh, Litecoin's gone to $10 million. And I didn't realize, because I was seeing like, I was looking at a chart and I was like, oh, I see Litecoin back in 2015 was like a penny. And now it's $250. So there's no reason why it can't go to like, I don't know, $100,000, $200,000. But I didn't understand. I didn't understand that, well, yeah, Litecoin went from a penny to $250 because it was a low cap coin that there was no money in it. Like nobody knew about it. And that a lot of newbies coming in don't realize that. They just say, oh, Cardano went from a penny to $3 before. It can go to like $1,000. It can go to $10,000, but it can't. It's impossible. Even if Cardano became like a world currency, it's not going to like, $3,000. But a lot of newbies getting in and a lot of smart people getting in still don't understand that. So the reason we play these bigger cap coins now is because they're safer and they're not going to go to zero. But you're not going to get that 100x. The 100x plays are like the Vulcan Forges, the Hex. Let's see what Hex is doing right now. I have not looked at Hex in like a month. So let's see. Here's Pulse Chain. Yeah, it's up. Where's regular old Hex? I don't even have any Pulse Chain. What number is Hex? Yeah, I mean, Hex has a lot more room to go. If it does pump, which it will in alt season. But see, Hex is the kind of coin that can go up 100% in a day. You're not getting 100% in a day from Litecoin, Cardano, XRP. So that's why I hold Hex. And I mean, Vulcan Forge has been like crazy. Oh, it's not there. Now, Vulcan Forge is about $10. So we're buying that at $1.25. So Vulcan Forge had an all-time high of $53. So you could technically still buy a Vulcan Forge right now and get a nice 5x just to get the all-time high. But we're buying on this channel at $1.50. So, all right, maybe most of my buys are at $2. So this is the kind of coin I'm going to be getting a 50x from, maybe even a 100x. It's not going to be Cardano. It's not going to be XRP. It's not going to be Bitcoin. It's not going to be Ethereum. It's going to be these lower cap gaming AI coins or these little shitty coins like Hex. There'll be some good news that comes out with Richard Hart during the summer where he pumps the hell out of Hex, and then I'm going to get out of it. But yeah, Vulcan Forge is freaking rocking. Hex getting rugged? It probably will. I mean, I don't trust Richard Hart, but everything Richard Hart has said over the last couple of years has been some of the best advice you could ever take. I mean, if you listen to everything Richard Hart says over the last 5 years, you're doing quite well. He told people they were idiots for going on to Celsius and BlockFi, right? He told people not to put their money in centralized exchanges. He called the top last bull market, and he told people that we were probably going down to, an $8,000 Bitcoin. Last bear market, last year, we went down to 15,000. But he's smart. He knows what he's talking about. Now, the question is, did he take all that Hex money and all that money that was supposed to be like donated or burned? Did he take all that Hex Pulse Chain money and buy himself Lamborghinis, Gucci clothes, and all that? I don't know, probably. And if he did do that, he's going to get fucked, But the SEC is not charging Richard Hart criminally. They're charging him civilly. There's been no criminal charges with Richard Hart. So worst case scenario is Richard Hart's probably going to have to pay some fine. And that's it. He'll pay the fine, and that'll be it. He'll pay like $20 million, and then it's all over. So yeah, he will be pumping Hex. But remember, Hex is the kind of coin that doesn't pump towards the top of alt season anyway, right? So I mean, you're doing way better off in crypto if you listen to Richard Hart versus Rand Nooner or George from Cryptos R Us. I can tell you that for sure. But is Richard Hart a thief? Did he steal money? I have no idea, probably. But he has given good advice. And I know he wants to see Hex and Pulse Chain do well because that's his baby. He wants to see it do well. But could he rug it to zero? And you know, he already lives in another country. I don't know. I don't think he would rug it, but he could. I think the thing that could happen with Hex is that Richard Hart does end up getting criminally charged, and then it's over. And then that's going to be it. It'll be kind of like an XRP event where XRP didn't do anything last run because of the SEC charges. It'll just basically make it so Hex can't do anything if he gets some criminal charges. Do I ever look into Cardano-based metaverse? No, you know, I probably should. I should probably take a couple $1,000s. I do have a bunch of SNEC, so I am in the meme coins for Cardano, but I've never really looked into their metaverse. Actually, this is the time to do it. I'm actually glad you brought that up. This is the time to take a couple $1,000s or $100, whatever you can afford, send that over to the Yuri wallet, right? And just swap out Cardano for various Cardano projects, whether it's SNEC or Cornucopia that you're talking about. Was this Pavia? Because you know all those coins are going to pump like hell with Cardano. So that's actually a good idea. And that's when I bought my SNEC was in December. I bought a couple $1,000s worth, and I'm happy with that. But yeah, I mean, it probably would be a good idea. Just like with Solana, everybody's in the Solana projects. It's probably not a bad idea to be in these Cardano projects if you're a big believer in Cardano. All right, Bitcoin 72,533. Wow, we're just kind of hanging out there. XRP's pumping more. Now XRP's pumping up to almost 74 cents. Now we're up 19% on XRP. Cardano pushing 77 cents. Litecoin, are you at 106 yet? Let's see. 105 for Litecoin. Yeah, this is alt season, right? A lot of big cap coins pumping 20% in 1 hour. This is the kind of shit you see in alt season. Theta 365. The volatility on Theta makes me love it even more. You know, Theta was like 295 last night before I went to bed, and now it's right back up to 365. You gotta love it. You gotta freaking love this. And if you look at Solana, you know, Solana, up what, 1% over the last 24 hours? Because it's already pumped so much. Now, other coins are going to catch up with Solana. Then you'll see Solana go to $200. But they don't all, like, they take turns. It's like, you know, it's like Solana wants to pump again. Then the XRP is like, smacks Solana on the head. And it's like, no, motherfucker. Now it's my turn to pump, bitch. And then Solana's like, all right. And then XRP pumps. And then Solana wants to go up. And then Litecoin smacks Solana in the head. No. I haven't pumped in freaking 3 months. Get the hell. You get back in line, Solana. So that's exactly what's happening. But think of all the people who took their money out of Cardano, Litecoin, whatever, and put it into Solana just because it was pumping over the last couple months. That is, trust me, I did it too. I'm guilty as charged. But that's how you don't make any money. And I'm telling you guys, I was getting depressed with Litecoin. I didn't make many videos about it. I really wouldn't even look it up. I'm just thinking to myself, well, maybe Litecoin just won't do anything. Like, I was starting to have those delusions. Like, well, maybe Litecoin's not going to do anything this time, you know? But no, it's going to do something. It's going to do exactly what it does every cycle. The only difference is this cycle, I'm not letting the market get to my emotions, so I make stupid choices. This time, 3 years ago, guys, I was taking Litecoin at these same exact prices and selling it, and then I'll sell it at 90, it goes up to 105, I buy right back in. Like, I lost so much money doing that. That's why I haven't sold anything yet. I haven't sold any crypto whatsoever in this run. And I'm not going to until the summer. But don't be surprised if we don't get some big pullback pretty soon. You know, we had a $9,000 pullback from 69,000 all the way down this back to 60. So we can easily go from 72 back down to 62. All right, easily. I mean, like, and it happened in 1 hour. And when it happens, you're not going to be able to get on Coinbase. and then the 2 hours later, it pumps right back up. $10,000 dump. 3 hours later, $10,000 pump. So we could get rejected at any time right now. I'm not saying we are, but don't be surprised. It might even be best if we do get rejected from here, to be honest with you. Because we have the halving coming up in 3 weeks. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we're just kind of hanging out here at these levels. Really interesting stuff. But a lot of these altcoins are stealing the show. Many of these altcoins that had not pumped hard yet. XRP up almost 20%. Litecoin up about 20%. Theta. Now, Theta has been pumping over the last month, but Theta was kind of a lagger like the last 6 months. So you're seeing that just catch up. 13%. But Theta's up like 200 or 300% over the last 3 weeks. I mean, Theta was $1 like 2 weeks ago, right? 3 weeks ago. So I'm not sure where this is going to end. I'm kind of curious. I think it'd be really, really bullish if we can see XRP get to like 80 cents or something like that. Maybe a little pullback from there. Cardano wants to be at 80 cents, and I think Cardano is like a big psychological barrier for Cardano. But it looks like we're going to get there. And as far as Litecoin, $125 Litecoin, I think then the floodgates open. And maybe we'll get there today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. I don't know. It just depends what Bitcoin does. But as you can see, Bitcoin's kind of leveled out. It's not going up too much higher than this. And a lot of people are starting to buy these alts. So that's kind of what happens in alt season. All right, guys. If anything crazy happens, I'll do a video.